Hey guys, this is Austin with MeasureSquare here, and today we've got another MeasureSquare 8 update. So one of the more exciting features we have is our plan analyzer. When we select it, it'll allow us to bring in a new set of plans. So I'm just going to go ahead and open up a set of plans I have set aside ahead for us. And we have a few different AI tools inside here. We're going to go ahead and extract the takeoff plans, and we'll kind of show you a few things that we can do. As you can see, it's going to break down a summary of each of these different plans, and it's going to select them based off of what we need on the project, based off on our scopes that we select. And as you can see, each of these is a hyperlink that we can use to jump straight to that plan set, and it'll actually read the scale and it'll label each of these, which you can double click to adjust if needed. And then we can also go ahead and we can extract the materials. Also, what's nice about the material extraction is just like we did over on the left side where we can double click and rename any of this, the same setup inside our product materials or our view modify details list in the takeoff is going to be mirrored here, and we can adjust any of the information by double clicking, including the color, before we import it into our project. And when we do ultimately end up importing it, we can select if we want to take the materials, the takeoff plans, or the AI results with us. So I just have that all on. The chat is also very cool. What we can do is we can ask it a simple question. So let's take one of our materials. So we have ACT1. So we can go in here and we can say how many rooms require ACT1. And let's see what the AI says about that. All right. So we'll let it finish here. We've got a summary of all the different materials in here. We've got 46 rooms on the lower level. Yeah, 46 and 57, so 103 rooms. Perfect. So let's go ahead and import that. Now we'll have this inside of our plans. You'll see each of our tabs are already labeled for us. Everything is going to come in as scaled. And you can see in the top here, it'll say the scale for us. And if we want to see this information again, we can go in the plan analyzer from the top, or we can come down here in the plan analyzer from our property panel. You can see the same information that we loaded before is available in here. And all those materials we have extracted over in our project items list. So now we'll move on to some of our more general topics that we've done some updates on, starting with our auto takeoff. So we moved our auto takeoff into the toolbar. It used to be in a right-click menu, but we'll go and we'll just click on auto takeoff. It's going to take this selected plan. You may have noticed before I selected the plan and it was outlined in red, that when it was outlined in blue, that this was grayed out. So it just needs you to tell it which plan to work on. All right. Now we've got 46 rooms created, 51 doors added, and we'll show you another new tool. We're going to go find search. It's going to open up our room view. We could have also just clicked on here. And this box here, if you hover over it, will tell us a little bit about what it is. So this is select trade symbols and highlight them on the diagram. So if we take a look here, let's just do WP2 as an example, or we can do PT7, whichever one. Let's actually do both of them. So we'll do PT7, this will be green, and then we'll do, see which one was that one, WP2, and this one will be, we'll go blue. Now we can turn both of these on, we can click OK, then we can scroll in and we can see that each of these different segments has been highlighted. So it searched the imported plan, and it's going to show us where those materials need to be placed. And then we can come in here and we can find our, see, this one's going to be PT number 7, and we can drag and drop that into place. So I am actually going to match this to the color that I've chosen. So we'll just go ahead and choose this color to be green, and we just continue doing that for all the rooms where it's listed. Another new feature that we have is with our segment tool. Let's say we have 80 feet in our segment, right? Now, if I want, I can evenly split this segment. So it'll recognize where you put it. So if I do 10 feet, it's going to recognize that evenly split is 8 segments. We can go ahead and hit OK. And then now we have, now we have 8 10-foot segments. The cool part about this is if we have joints that we need to put in between these different areas, right? So we'll do a count type product. We'll make this really stand out in red. And I know I labeled this joint. So if I do a joint and I add it to the segment, now I have a joint every 10 feet. And that's calculated. I've got 9 joints in this 80-foot section. So that's really, really awesome for us. Additionally, we can get rid of the ones on the ends. So now we just have the internal ones, and now we have 7 joints. Stairs now have another feature. So if we have a landing with our stairs, do a half turn landing, put the stair on there as well. We have this new section for landing space. So if we have a 2-foot gap between the stairs, we can see that 2-foot gap right there, as indicated by the landing space. Yeah, so a couple last things that we have also done is we can remember the tabs when you go to print. So the same tabs that you had selected before, it'll auto-populate the next time around. So we'll have 3 here. We'll go to the printout, right? And then we go back to file print. It's going to remember the same 3 tabs. And then also, when we're adding in windows, we can now add square foot material to the inside. Thank you for joining me today and taking a quick look at what we got up and coming for MeasureSquare 8 and all of our latest additions. And we'll see you in our next release.